anchorman at Pot TV, Richard Cowan.
Is to take a different spin on the Molson commercials. I am an American, but I am in Canada because of the importance of what is happening here, because of people like Marc Emery, but other Canadians who are standing up for their rights as individuals, as citizens of a free country. People need to stand up for their rights and take their rights, and we cannot endure this as a free people. These are positions on rights as free people that we should not have to endure. Now, this occasion here marks the 30th anniversary of what was basically called a police riot. I think it is worth complimenting the Vancouver police today are being here in their capacity as peace officers. And this is the sort of relationship that a free people should have with their police. They are here keeping the peace. And think about how bad it is for the police in Vancouver, in every city, in every country in the world, to make enemies of the cannabis community. It is not in the interest of the police to do that. Who wants to be in the position, caught as they are, between the politicians who are gutless and the quacks who run Canadian medicine? And so the police are supposed to go out and decide which sick people to arrest and which are not to arrest. That is insane. Peace officers are as much victims, or in many ways more so victims of marijuana prohibition than anyone else other than the medical users themselves. What a horrible position to have to be in, to go out and arrest sick and dying people because politicians in Washington, D.C. lean on politicians in Ottawa to keep a policy that is immoral beyond all measure. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration has announced that it's going to be placing 2 officers in the U.S. consulate here in Vancouver. As an American, I will say to you, just say no to American narcs. Canadians are free people. Canadians should not be under the supervision of the Drug Enforcement Administration and U.S. narco-imperialism. Yes, indeed, Canada is a free country. It is a free people. Canadians are free people and should remember that. And right now, you should be telling, Health Canada that no, the sick and dying should not have to go through bureaucratic hoops to get their medicine to save their lives. You should tell people in the Vancouver police, that in the Vancouver city government, that if you want to go buy marijuana, you should be able to go to a coffee shop and buy it, and not have to buy it from a guy on the street who's going to offer you crack cocaine and heroin for the same $10. Is this protecting the youth of Canada when crack and heroin and marijuana are sold by the same people? No, this is not protecting the youth of Canada. This is dragging the youth of Canada into hard drugs. Is the gateway. Marijuana prohibition is the stepping stone, not just to hard drugs, but to a police state. You cannot live in a society in which you criminalize huge numbers of people and then turn around and expect the police to arrest arbitrarily those who they may pick off at the fringes, when over half of the people in this province say that that law is fundamentally wrong. Overwhelming majority of the people in this province say that marijuana users should not be arrested, but a majority of the people in this province think that marijuana should be legalized. Right now in Amsterdam, if you want to buy marijuana, you could go up to a policeman and ask him in English, where's the nearest coffee shop? And he'll tell you, go down this way. Or over there, there's another. He may say, well, my favorite's this one. The Vancouver police should be as free as the Amsterdam police. The Vancouver police should have the same relationship with their citizens that the Amsterdam police have with their citizens. So this is something that will really free everyone. That no one is free in a society in which you have large numbers of people living in fear of the police. That is not a free society. That is a police state, and that is not Canada. God bless you all, that so much depends on you. Thank you.
On the road again.
Nearly 700,000 Americans were arrested on marijuana charges last year. That's an enormous waste of law enforcement resources and terribly unfair to those arrested and their families. It's time we stopped arresting adults who smoke marijuana responsibly. For more information, visit NORML's website at www.normal.org or call toll-free 888-67-NORMAL and tell them Willie sent you.